Happy Saturday. This is Veronica, and I just wanted to share with you something that is on my heart. I recorded a message for you. I didn't really want to get on Facebook Live to share this message, so I recorded a video, and lo and behold, the video disappeared. So, I'm not sure if that is like a sign that I really, really needed to share this with you or what, but we're just going to roll with it. I'm going to re-record and I am going to post this video for you. This is about the power of release. Some of you, I'm sure, can relate to this feeling that I have and have been struggling with in needing to release some people, some things, some situations, some circumstances. As far as people are concerned, sometimes we're in relationship with individuals and the relationship is not mutually beneficial. It doesn't serve both parties of the relationship. Now, if a relationship is toxic, and toxicity can come in various forms, but we typically know that a relationship is toxic, although we don't necessarily pull away from that relationship right away. An instance where we are involved in domestic violence, that is an example of a toxic relationship. A relationship where there is abuse involved, whether it is verbal abuse, mental abuse, emotional abuse, toxic, right? And so, although it's sometimes difficult for people to walk away from those relationships, from people I've spoken with, they know that that relationship is not good for them. So the relationship that I'm focused on today, though, is the one where you find yourself giving of yourself all the time, and there is no reciprocation. You're the one who's always calling or texting to check on a person, or calling and texting trying to set up a coffee date or a lunch date, or always inviting them over or inviting them out, and they never seem to have the time. They're always too busy to go. And I don't mean relationships where, sometimes you're too busy to go and they've called and asked you out, or they call and text you sometimes and check on you. But I'm talking about relationships where only one individual in that relationship is really putting forth effort to maintain the relationship. I recently commented on a post talking about how hurtful it is for me personally to release some individuals, and the realization with assistance from someone else is that my expectation for those relationships was more than what it probably should have been initially. This individual helped me to really take a look at a divine connection versus a divine relationship. Sometimes it helps to have conversations with other people because they can help you to see like what's right there in your face, that you know, but you simply don't want it to be. Like, you really are hoping for the situation to be different. And so that's what happened in that situation. It was like, maybe this was a divine connection and not necessarily meant to be anything more than that. And so in that case, that means that the role they were to play in your life, or that season that they were there, and whatever it is that they brought to you, like, that time is up, and it's time to move on. Now, it doesn't mean that at some point in the future your paths might cross again and the situation might turn out to be different. It might actually be a healthy relationship for both individuals. And that's okay if it does happen that way. But even if it doesn't, just being okay with the fact that, okay, this is where we part ways. So yeah, that has been a struggle for me, and that is something that I'm currently working working on to or working through to overcome. So maybe you too find yourself in that same struggle of realizing that, there are some people that I truly need to uh, pull away from. I need to wish them well and let them be on their way, or I just need to be on my way. Um, I just want to encourage you to work through that process, because at the end of the day, we all need to take care of ourselves. We need to be at peace. We need to be happy, and we need to be engaged with other individuals who are as excited to interact with us as we are to interact with them. Now, the next thing I want to talk to you about has to do with the power of release of control. But we're going to get into that later. So for now, I'm just reminding you of the power of release of relationships that are not benefiting all of the parties involved in the relationship. Enjoy your Easter.